Hello and welcome to the garden. This is Jody from the David Connection, and I'm going to talk today about trust. It seems that as I make these videos, what I am doing is expressing my own lessons and allowing them to get out into the world, because the way it works with cosmic connection and collective unconscious and the flow of energy through light through us is that so many of us are having the same experiences at the same time. So as I struggle with some of my own lessons, I'm getting that you all are out there are too. And so for me to be able to be honest about the difficulties of this journey is important for you to know too, because we are human beings having these experiences that are spiritual and cosmic and are expansive, but we're still on a learning curve, all of us. And so I am being guided to talk to you today about my own learning curve with trust. And the beginning of my curve, as I drive down this road and I get that sign, the yellow sign with the curvy line, it tells you to slow down and pay attention and everything. So is my beginning of my curve is all about past life stuff and times in my past lives where I have not made choices that were in alignment with light. And because of that, I have some trust issues with myself. And I am developing a higher level of discernment to deal with this, because I need to know that I am going to make better choices, that I am working in alignment with light in this lifetime, that I can transmute those karmas, that I can forgive myself for those choices, that I can heal the rifts created by those choices in those past timelines. And the work expands out from there, because we are all on a very expansive journey of learning and growth and transmutation. And so it's okay. It's okay that I have this issue. It's okay that I'm learning. It's okay that I have this learning curve, that I am developing this level of discernment, that I am on a journey, because when we believe that we have all of the answers, or we believe that we are at the end of whatever it is we're supposed to learn, if we believe that we have reached achievement and accomplished our goals and gotten to where we want to be, then we're stuck and we're not expanding and we're not growing and we're not moving forward and evolving. And that's what we're here to do. And that's why we chose to be here on this planet, in this place, in this time, because it is a time of great opportunity for expansion and growth in and through light. And that comes through challenge. That comes through looking around at the world around us and seeing how awful it can be and how much we want it to be different. And the way we make it different is by changing ourselves, by learning, by growing, and by expanding in light and through light. So this is about trust. This is about trusting that we are here for those reasons, that no matter what we experience, it is a part of the journey. I was looking through some of my guidance from last week, and one of the things that one of my guides told me was that the opportunity to learn rarely comes when it's convenient for you. And this has been very true of my whole life. It's because the challenges that create the climate for growth are necessary. Because if it was easy, you wouldn't learn it. You would just think about it and it wouldn't fully incorporate. So the challenges have to be there for the growth to take place and for the lessons to come all the way through. And for you to fully integrate that into like the molecular structure of your being, which is multidimensional, which does not just incorporate this physical body you're living in. It incorporates all of the multidimensional aspects of your being. And so that is what the deeper level of understanding is about really fully integrating these lessons all the way through your entire existence, basically, because it's not a linear process. And we're not learning this in a chronological order. We're learning this throughout time and space. So that's a pretty heady energy, really, when you think about it. And that at the same time that you're sitting here, the things that you are struggling with karmically and the things that you are struggling with in your past lives are happening simultaneously. So when you heal here in this place and space where you are consciously aware and can bring that healing through and can ground it in your life in 3D now, you're healing those timelines and you're healing multidimensional aspects of yourself. So it expands out from you and gets pretty cosmic. So that is why healing is so important, why self-healing is so important, and why as light workers we are being called to integrate our healing for ourselves and then teach the healing to others so that they can heal, because that is the expansive nature of it. That is the ripple going out from us and changing everything around us, not just our own inner life. So trust is about knowing on a deeper level, not just in your mind, but throughout your whole entire existence, through your being, through your soul, knowing and understanding and incorporating the wisdom that you are learning and you are expanding, and that when challenges present themselves, it is because you are ready for them and because you have learned enough up to now to bring the lesson all the way through and to have it expand you and to have it give you a higher degree of discernment. So that's what I'm hearing, is that a lot of this is about discernment for me. I need to be able to discern what I'm experiencing and how it translates. So when we're on these journeys, and they are multidimensional and they are nonlinear, it can get very nebulous and confusing because we're experiencing a lot of different aspects all at the same time. And this is happening for people who are not aware also. And when it happens for people who are not aware, it's even more confusing and it's more anxiety laden and more tragic feeling, because it triggers so many emotional responses. And not that it doesn't trigger an emotional response in me. I understand that it does, but my awareness can look at the emotional response and understand it on a deeper level. Where for someone who does not have that awareness, it just feels like they're out of control. And so that's where we need to have compassion for the people around us who are just in reaction mode, because they don't know any other way to handle that energy. They just react. So until they have the experience of someone calling their attention to it and it resonating for them on a deeper level and expanding then through them and out from them, they're stuck in these reactionary cycles. So that also is why we teach, and why, even though I am in the middle of this process that I'm learning right now about trust, why I'm recording this and why I'm guided to allow the light to flow, because as I allow this to happen, this recording, I am getting the message myself as well. So in 3D, this lesson of trust is playing out for me in a big way. I have a journey I'm going on, like physically in 3D, not a spiritual journey, though I'm sure it will be both. And I have a collection of chronic illnesses that make 3D life more complicated in a lot of ways. But I am being called to go on this trip. And I'm scared, and it creates a lot of resistance in me. And there was a lot of time where I was really just like, nope, I'm not going to do it. It's not important. I don't need to. Why would I put myself in this uncomfortable position in order to do something that, really isn't important? But it is important. It's important on a lot of different levels that I go and do this journey. And so I was not going to be left alone until I accepted this. I was very anxious. I was feeling very compelled. And I have been getting a lot of messages this past week about trust and about just allowing and trusting that what I need will be where I need it when I need it. And I've had a lot of opportunities in the last several years to know this, that when you are in alignment with light and you do allow your inner guidance through light to guide you and show you the way, that what you need along the way will be provided. And so I'm watching that once I surrendered to this compelling need to do this journey, I'm watching the pieces fall into place in a perfect order. And not that it's saying that I don't need to be careful or, really be aware of my 3D needs or any of that, but that in being careful and being aware of my 3D needs, I can trust that I will take care of them and that I will be provided the environment and the climate to take care of them. Just the same way that with the greater spiritual needs, we are provided the environment and the climate to learn, expand, and grow, fully integrate these lessons, and allow them to become a part of our very essence and who we are, so that going forward, we know what we know, and we don't have to learn it again. And so what I'm hearing right now is that I and you all out there can trust that what you've learned is what you've learned, and that you can allow yourself to trust those lessons are fully integrated, and you can move forward from there. And so when you face the challenges, you go to your proverbial toolbox and you pull out whatever tools it is you've gained in the past. And it's also about trusting that in the process you will gain more tools to put in your box for next time. So I'm going to leave that off there for now. It's really interesting how my own journey is working out, because as I present these messages to you that I'm getting, that that I feel compelled to record these messages and share them with you, it's amazing how the lessons are playing out in my own life. I have learned so much through what I'm putting out there, and through the energetic opportunities I'm presented with after I put these messages out there. So I'm grateful to all of you who are listening. I know I have a lot of new subscribers since last week. I'm so grateful to you guys for coming along and for listening to these messages. And, if you feel so called, share these messages with your friends and let them know what's happening here and how these energies are playing out in your lives as well, because that's how we learn. We learn through our interactions and our experiences with each other, and through sharing what we're learning, then that allows the light to expand out from us and into the world. And that's how we can really change this world and make it a better place for all of us who are existing here, and all the planet herself, all the little animals, and everyone who is who's sharing this space with us. I really do believe that we are being called to create a better world through our work and through sharing our work. So, yeah, I'll leave off there for now. Thank you all. And if you want any more information about the Davik Connection, you can head over to the website, thedavikconnection.com. And if you feel like you are stuck in any way on anything or really needing clarity or guidance, I do offer private readings. The information is on the website, and you can drop me a line and we can work something out. So I hope that you have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks so much.